One day my dad came to me with a smile in his face again. He said, "I give up fighting with your mom." I asked why, and he replied with a story about his fighting experience. Once upon a time, a newlywed couple always had fights. They were my mom and my dad. There would be something they would fight about. They never appreciated each other that much either. My dad used to be a bossy man who would always talk highly about himself, while my mom was irritated. Once again another war raged, and sadly this was their biggest fight yet. Realizing this would probably never end, my dad stopped the argument and sat down. For a while he was silent, while my mom was in a rage. For a moment he sat down and was thinking. For a few minutes he was quiet, then he jumped up just to realize he had gotten an idea. He told his solution to my mom on how to stop all this fighting. Mom, thinking, said the idea was a great one, and gave a snare grin. The idea was not to talk, but just write notes to each other, and place them on the dining table instead for communication. That same day my dad had booked a flight to America, which was flying off the next day. He had written a note to my mom. It said, "Wake me up at 5 a.m. sharp." Mom, realizing the note on the table, she read it and gave a grin. The next morning my dad woke up with a big shock in his big bed. Staring at his alarm clock, he screeched, "10 a.m.!" With a rage of fury, my dad scurried down the squeaky stairs and brought a sight which has never been seen. My dad reached the kitchen and asked the first sentence that came out of his mouth, "How come you did not wake me up?" My mom knew he was going to ask that, and went to the dining table to pick up a note she had written a while back. It said, "Wake up, it's 5 a.m." My dad was stunned and my mom had a good laugh. What I have learned from this story my dad told me is that even though both my mom and dad fight, they still end up having a good laugh.